stuff there, like basic clothes that I need, and I just felt like buying something there that day. And when I went there, they were giving out these books called Bullying So Not Okay, and I think it's really good because they're advocating and spreading awareness about bullying, because bullying is not okay. And I think it's really good because sometimes there needs to be someone to voice these kind of issues. Otherwise, if these issues aren't heard or voiced, people aren't aware about it. And because of the fact that they're not aware that this sort of thing that they do to other people is bullying, then they're more they tend to want to do it even more. But then again, you can only teach someone so many times before, you just kind of have to give up, because, maybe they're just not blessed enough to understand that bullying is bullying and they shouldn't do it. And one day they're going to get caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time and they're going to get into a lot of trouble. So there's only so much you can do when it comes to letting young people and anyone know about bullying. But all this kind of stuff starts at home, and if the parents don't teach the kids, then the kids will never grow up in society realizing what even bullying and discrimination even means. This was a cute little handy booklet that we're giving out for free, and they always have forums and days where they sort of promote bullying and stuff. So yeah, I want to read to you guys this page about what bullying is. For those of you who don't know, but bullying is an intentional and repeated behaviour. It's not accidental. So if someone says something that you don't like and they're just like, oh, I didn't mean to say it, or it was just an accident, but they tend to be saying it and doing it all the times, trust me, it's bullying. It can be physical, it can be verbal, and or psychological, and where there is intent to cause fear, distress, or harm to another, that is conducted by a more powerful person or group against a less powerful person or group of people who are unable to stop this from happening. There are several types of bullying and can happen in different ways, including direct and indirect and covert or hidden behaviors. A person might bully using direct face-to-face bullying. Young people tell us this is actions like name-calling, teasing, and insulting others. Physical actions such as punching or kicking, or covert hidden bullying. Young people tell us this is stuff behind your back, rumors, lies, and gossip. A secret way to make you feel bad or left out, just as painful, not easily seen by others. Cyberbullying is also hidden kind of bullying. Young people tell us this happens through electronic communication, including mobile phones and the internet, like text messages, websites, social networking sites, and apps, emails, chat rooms or forums, and instant messages. Can be anonymous, reach a wide audience, and sent or uploaded material can be difficult to remove. The most common type of bullying to watch out for is nasty, teasing, and name-calling are the most common bullying behaviors experienced So bullying looks like so many different things. It can be emotional bullying, kind of like telling lies or spreading nasty rumors about someone to try to make others not like them. It can be exclusion, being left out or not allowed to join in with a group. It can be verbal bullying, like cruel teasing, name calling, and being made fun of and teased in a hurtful way. It can be physical bullying, being hit, kicked, punched, or pushed around. It can be threatening, so it can make someone feel afraid of getting hurt, or embarrassed, or upset. It can be cyberbullying, being sent mean and hurtful messages using the internet or mobile phones or any sort of social networking site, chat room or forum. It can be property abuse, having money or other things broken or taken away. Bullying does come in a lot of different forms. Why is bullying harmful? Some people think bullying is just a part of growing up and a way for young people to learn to stick up for themselves. But bullying can make us feel lonely, unhappy, and frightened. It is not just the people being bullied who are affected. Young people have reported they don't like seeing bullying and that it makes them feel worried and uncomfortable. Those who bully others are also affected by engaging in this behavior too. Young people told us cyberbullying could even worse than face-to-face bullying because you can be bullied anytime you're online or using your phone. Images and content can be sent or viewed over and over and over again by many different people over time. They often don't know who is doing the bullying. People who bully via cyberbullying tend to be much nastier when they bully online compared to offline. Well, via a survey, young people have said how they feel about bullying is 67% feel angry when they see bullying, 74% feel uncomfortable watching bullying, 82% like it when someone stands up for themselves when they are bullied, 92% like it when someone stands up for someone who is being bullied. What to do about bullying? Well, bullying is often talked about and can be really hurtful and upsetting when it occurs. It is important to understand that most young people don't bully others. What to do if you are bullied? We know how awful bullying can be and how hard it can be to talk to someone about it. We also know there are things you can do to help make it stop. The first thing to know is that asking for help or support is always okay if you feel you can't deal with the situation yourself. If you are being bullied now, at the time you are being bullied, it can be hard to know what to do, especially if you are feeling threatened or afraid and fear that trying to deal with it yourself might make it worse. How you might get hurt. With the book aside, if you really feel you are being bullied, you need to talk to someone. It sounds so simple, and I know kids find it hard to talk to parents about bullying. Your best bet or your best go is talking to a school counselor or a teacher that you trust or someone that you are close with that will listen to what you have to say and give you really good, valuable advice and listen to everything you have to say without judgment. Parents, there's only so many kids with good parents where you can tell them anything and everything and they won't judge. So, I think it's your call as to whether you can tell your parents or not. But the best way to go is telling someone anonymously how you feel and that this is happening, and then it gets sorted out the proper way without, further bullying or, any physical or verbal abuse happening. It can be just sorted out via the school that you go to or the class that you go to, because worst thing that can happen is that child gets sent to another school, or you can be pulled out and sent to another school. So there are lots of ways to get away from bullying. I mean, you can also just turn off social networking. I mean, at a young age, you really do not need social networking. If you want to socialize, the best way to socialize is face to face and not on the internet. So, I mean, that's another piece of advice you could take on board if you want to avoid bullying. But if you're one of those people out there that has bullied someone, or you are a bullier even till this day, even doesn't matter if you're a child or a grown ass adult, if you're still doing bullying, you need to really think about it. Like, it's good that you're voicing your opinions and thoughts, but sometimes there are some things that in life it's just a sign of respect to not say everything that you're thinking. Sometimes what you're saying or doing can be considered bullying, even though in your mind you think you're doing the right thing. So you need to understand that not everything can be said to another person. I know honesty is the best policy, but sometimes you need to think about, is this just my personal view and it's hurting everyone, or is this a view that everyone has? Just anybody that's bullying or being bullied, or just everybody listening right now, really think about what you're saying and doing before you do and say, because you need to think about how it can affect anyone else apart from yourself. You might think it's right, you might think it's true, you might feel like it doesn't hurt anyone's feelings, but that's just your feelings talking about. You don't know, because whatever you're saying or doing can impact 1,000 other people out there. So really reconsider what you're doing and saying before you do it. Like they say, if you want to be respected, you gotta respect people the way you want to be treated as well. So if you go around throwing remarks like that, trust me, you're not gonna be respected. A lot of people tend to think that being the bully means that you're gonna have a lot of friends. Maybe, but you're gonna have a lot of fake friends in the long run. So really think about what you do and say before you do it, if you want to keep friends. And if you're one of those people that don't have friends, don't even think about it. That's life. You're always gonna have one or two friends. You're probably not even gonna have everyone for the rest of your life around you. You're gonna change your friends. That's the way it is. And you know what? It's better that way. You might think that having a lot of people and being popular is like the best thing in the world. Yeah, maybe in high school, but when you go out of high school and you're mature